see what the response is going to be. More AD carries. The Ashe possibly has been strong as well.
I mean,
Paired up with the Brom if you want to.
You say this is an Ashe AD carry, but instead, right on the money, it looks like it might be an Ashe Braum down towards the spot lane, and it's locked in.
Yeah.
You're so smart.
There we go, the Ashe Brom, one of those premier combos. You absolutely love to see it.
All with that Sion pick, right, that is a team that wants to go in constantly. You're going to have the Sion go flying in, the Zeri can obviously jump across the map, the Nocturne could go in as well and make sure people can't see anything, and then the Ahri is perfectly good at following up. This is a team composition that wants to go in, so you need to have disengage if you are AGH. You're doing quite well for yourself with that Azir. What else are they going to pick up to round things out?
Advantage on that roaming front.
Yeah, and it's a very interesting little piece right here where instead of taking your Wukong away from farm and meaning that they're going to fall behind a jungler who farms quicker than them, instead you take your mid laner and roam them around. It works a little bit less well, I'd say, on the Azir, who is a big chunk of your AP damage, who you do not want to fall behind. But if it works out for a kill every time, then that is absolutely a worthwhile trade.
Big emphasis on if there.
Yes.
Anticipation. And what is the counter-attack even happening right now?
There is not. Everybody is just sat around farming. The only thing to highlight, and I think that this is a really big point here, is Akrador has had a free lane. Magister is not interested in the Akrador matchup, doesn't want to get involved with this Ahri. Look at the CS. Only 3 behind, hasn't even gone down on waves. Magister is a master of pushing out a wave properly, roaming and getting back in time. But to be able to do it every single time, I expect more from Akrador to be able to actually punish this roaming Azir.
Quite defensive, and so you have got to be able to put some damage down.
Arrow.
Oh, it
that
lands!
is going to nail Samji, and that's about 3 seconds of a stun extended, and Karma just takes the opportunity and says thank you very much for the kill.
We were just questioning Lucky, and wow, they put themselves back on the map with a beautiful Ashe arrow. Landing that, getting Samjay gone, means that they should be able to pick up this bot lane tower for themselves as well. Really opens things up across the map. It could be
flashing, and that's 3-0 Akali after 1 fight.
Oh, that perfect execution sure was a lovely play right there. And like you said, absolute disaster right here for the jungler of HH. Wasted so much time taking a Herald that they weren't able to finish off. And then the Akali comes barreling out of nowhere. They managed to steal this away. They're going to use it mid lane, take some more turret plating, and use that pressure to rotate down onto the Drake. At this point, Chonk Academy are so much stronger than their opponents. It's going to be incredibly difficult for HH to actually walk in, try to contest for other objectives, or even their lanes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful with a player like Magister that you don't allow them to go completely unnoticed, because Life will have the massive KDO, because Alchemic will get those solo kills, and because Crazy is ganking top mid bot constantly. You know, you can really lose somebody like that, but they are really the linchpin of the team. You can't. We were talking about Gabu specifically. When we were in the group stage, we were looking at this player and we were like, I swear we know his name.
Yeah.
And we do. We know him from Division 2 of the NLC. You're still allowed to play in this tournament if you're in Division 2. The man will most likely be picked up by a Division 1 squad pretty soon because he's been absolutely smurfing it on this UEM stage. Just has the ability to take the whole team with him and push it forwards into those late game team fights where every single bit, every cog in the wheel works perfectly.
With an app.
I've been BlackBloxer. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.